All praise is due to Allah, who has united the hearts of the believers in Islam and has made it an obligation to remain united, and has made it forbidden to become separated in his clear book. I bear witness that there is nothing worthy of worship except Allah, who guides to the straight path whom he wills, and I bear witness that our leader Muhammad is his messenger and the best caller to the way that is straight. O Allah, send your prayers and your peace upon our leader Muhammad and upon his family and upon his companions, whose hearts were united and whose souls were educated, so that they became victorious leaders. And what follows thereafter, O believers of Allah, I advise you as well as I advise myself to first have the proper regard for Allah and thereafter be obedient to him. Dear believers, I greet you with the universal greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be with you. This week we are looking at the Rabbana that says, O our Lord, we have believed, so grant us your mercy, for you are the best of those who grant mercy. When we hear this Rabbana, or when we think of this Rabbana, we must consider at what point in our life would we be to say it. For some, they may think that it is a momentary thing of maybe after a few years I've said my shahada, or I've been Muslim my whole life, I've been Muslim for quite some time, and now I'm looking for Allah to grant his mercy on me. But what we know is that Allah provides his mercy to everyone throughout their entire life. Even those who do not live their life properly, they have the mercy, or they have access to the mercy from Allah during this life. So it makes us change our thinking. It makes us reframe how we view this Rabbana. And so this Rabbana says, "Oh, our Lord, we have believed." So here is this thing of speaking in the past tense, speaking in the context of I have done something, I have completed something. So if I am alive, I'm in the process of believing. If I have not quite found my way, then I have the aspirations to believe. But if I am on the day of judgment, if I have completed my term, if my time here is gone, and now I'm turning to my Creator and say, "Oh, our Lord, we have believed," it's mean that I'm telling my Creator, I am presenting my record. I'm presenting the things that I have done. I'm presenting all the accumulative effects of the actions that I took in my life. So this Rabbana is the Rabbana of those who have gone on, those who have passed away from this world, and now they are going to their Creator and asking for his mercy. And so when it says, "For you are the best of those who show mercy," we know that in this context, or it can be said in this context, that Allah has the capacity to not only provide mercy in this life, but to be able to provide mercy in the next. And so that's what one of the things that separates the Creator from where it says, grant us your mercy, for you are the best of those who show mercy. It means that others show mercy. That there are people that are alive who show mercy. But the mercy that they can extend to you only lasts as long as you're alive, as long as they're alive, as long as somehow that effect of the mercy that they provided to you is still there, or you remember them, or remember their mercy. So that is the extent of the capacity of their mercy. But Allah is the best of those who show mercy. Allah is Ar-Rahman. Allah is Ar-Rahim. And we know that Ar-Rahman is the mercy in this life. And we can look at it through the examples of the verses in Surah 55, where it talks about the things that are in this life. But Ar-Rahim is the mercy in the next. And so this is what separates Allah, one of the things that separates Allah, that causes us to see the elevation of Allah being Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, that He shows mercy in the next life. So you present yourself to your Creator. Oh, our Lord, we have believed. Oh, our Lord, I have completed my task and I have lived in a way that is according to you, or according to your will. So grant me mercy. Grant us mercy. For you are the best of those who grant mercy. You are the only one that can grant me mercy in the next life. So this is that Rabbana. This is that context that we can see within this Rabbana. Aqulu qad astaghfiru li wa lakum walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama salata ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. So I don't want us to go away thinking that we cannot mention, or we should not say, or it has no place to say in a du'a to our Creator in this life that we have believed. Allah will see that. Allah knows what you have done. Allah sees the evidence of your work. But as we look at the individual Rabbana specifically by themselves, we want to make sure that we think of the specific times when these things are applicable, or when they may be applicable. Allah knows best. But we want to not just, sometimes we get so accustomed to saying the Rabbanas or making these du'as, and we say them because maybe they're the easiest to remember. But because they're the easiest to remember doesn't mean that it specifically fits in the context in which you're looking. But it's okay to ask Allah for His mercy. It's okay to recognize Allah as being the one who shows their mercy, or is the best to provide mercy. Those things are okay to do. But we have to remember that we are still in the process of believing. We are still in the process of living our life. We are still in the process of doing the things that our Creator commands us to do. So this Rabbana is aspirational for us. This Rabbana is something that we should be striving to have the opportunity to say to our Creator. This Rabbana is one that we should be holding on to, praying to Allah to give me the strength, the character, to get to the point that I can make this request to my Creator. I want to be there on the day of judgment, Yawm al-Qiyamah. I want to stand there. And when my record is being asked about, or when my life is being examined, I want to have the confidence enough to say this Rabbana. I want to be amongst those who can say this Rabbana. And anyone can say the second part. Anyone can say, grant us your mercy, for you are the best to show mercy. That is something for anyone to ask. Whether they are a good person, whether they are a bad person, whether they believe in Allah, whether they believe in something else, that part can be asked by anyone. But we want to be in such a state that when we get to the one who can see everything, the one who knows our thoughts, the one who knows us when we're troubled, the one who knows us when we are experiencing good things, the one that knows everything about us, we want to be confident enough. We want to be so assured, so self-aware that when we get to our Creator and we say, oh, our Lord, we have believed. Because we are past the point where we have the ability to lie. We can't lie to our Creator. It talks about how our body, our mouth, our skin, everything about us will speak on our actions, will speak on what we have done, how we lived our life. So we want it to be this collective statement. We want it to all be in sync. It says, "Oh, our Lord, we have believed." So this takes some action on our part. It takes some action on our part as we live this life, as we're working towards that day that we do not know when will happen. That day when we do not know where we will be, how old we will be, how young we will be. When it's time for us to go, when we have served our term, we want to be amongst those who say, "Oh, our Lord, we have believed." So grant us your mercy, for you are the best to show mercy. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adhaban nar. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka samiul alim. Inna salati wa nusuki wa mahyaya wa mamati lillahi rabbil alamin. La sharika lahu bidhalika umirtu wa ana muslimin. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ameen.